and welcome to the first NEF SHE podcast. We're really, really excited about this. So hopefully you guys are too, and you've tuned in and you want to know a little bit about what NEF SHE is and what it's all about. So I am joined today by our amazing player ambassadors. I have Taylor and Sasha with me. They're going to introduce themselves in a second, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to introduce myself and introduce the NEFC program and kind of what it's all about. So hopefully you guys know who I am. If not, I'm Coach Chloe Rocco, and I am kind of the lead of this program, of the NEFC program. And it's something that I'm really passionate about, something that I'm really excited to launch and to start to bring to NEFC, because I think it's a really important program and important initiative for a lot of our female players. And this program is all about giving a voice to our female athletes, really boosting and giving that confidence and equipping our players with the tools to be successful and to know that they can go out into the world in soccer or off soccer and into their future lives, knowing that they are fully ready and prepared to go and achieve greatness. Because I fully believe that every single one of you out there can go and achieve some amazing things. And I think it's really great that this program hopefully offers you some opportunities to do that and encourages you to not only empower yourself and be positive and confident about yourself, but also how we can then go in and be positive and inspire our peers as well. So that's really what the NEFC program is all about. Like I said, I'm really excited to get this program going, and welcome to the first NEFC podcast. So that's me kind of talking and doing a little chat about what the program is all about. So welcome Taylor and Sasha. These are two of my really amazing NEFC player ambassadors. So hello guys, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing good too. School's coming along. It's okay.
Yeah, we're kind of just about getting into the school side of things and getting back out onto the soccer field. Does it feel good to be back practicing again?
Definitely. Definitely.
Have you guys had games yet?
Yeah, you can go.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I have another one coming this Sunday.
Oh, so we've got some big games. Sasha, you have a game this weekend as well?
No, not this past weekend, but the weekend before that, I had a game up in New Hampshire, and then 3 weekends ago, I had one in Connecticut. So
it must feel really good to be back out playing and practicing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little hard after that much time off, to get back into things, but we're doing pretty well.
Good. Well, I mean, I'm really glad to have you guys on. So today I just wanted to really talk about, a little bit about empowerment and maybe what that means to you guys as players, and then, talk about some of your soccer experiences. So let's kind of go with, what, for you guys, what does soccer mean to you?
To me, soccer means it means the world to me. It's a way to clear my head after a stressful day, and it's also just a way to just have fun and just be yourself on the soccer field and improve and just have fun with teammates, make friends. It's a great sport.
I love that. What about you, Sasha?
For me, it's just a big kind of outlet for me to just try new things, experiment with new moves, stay fit, make friends. And I've kind of just done it my whole life. I haven't really tried any other sports because this was the first one I did, and I just fell in love with it. So, kind of just doing whatever I can to make it better for everyone is just my goal.
Oh, I love that.
The team.
So what are some of your best soccer memories that you guys have?
I'd say one of them meeting so when I first joined NEFC, my team, everyone was so welcoming and they were so kind to me, and they were just so open, and it was immediately I was like, I love this team. Like, I feel so comfortable. The coach is great. It's a great sport. I'm really excited to play it with all these new girls, and it was just really exciting.
That's cool. What about you, Sasha? Any like top soccer memories that kind of come to mind?
I mean, other than what Taylor said, when I joined, I had the same experience, so that was really nice. But also kind of just any time that we go and stay like overnight, like when we have a weekend game away, it's always really fun to stay overnight and have a team dinner, or just like, like the times right before and after practice when like you can talk with your friends and just catch up. Like, it's really nice to see people that you don't see every single day at school.
It's cool, right? I mean, I find that even when I was playing, that my friends, my closest friends, were all the girls that I played and kind of grew up playing soccer with. So it's kind of cool that you have that connection with people and you have that mutual love for the sport. And then on top of that, you find out that you get on really well with each other and you want to be able to kind of hang out outside of the sport as well. So for you guys, do you have like any kind of goals or aspirations? It can be kind of in soccer or outside of soccer. Do you have anything that you kind of think, yeah, this is what I want to achieve, as I kind of get older?
For me, as I get older, one of my goals is to just develop as a player and like develop skills and just kind of get better as I grow. But also I want to play professionally when I'm older, and I'm hoping to achieve that goal.
That's really cool. Do you have any like teams that you want to play for?
Yes, the women's national team.
Nice. Big aspirations. I love that.
For me, it's mostly just like having fun with my friends, also getting better, but like playing in college, that's always kind of just been my dream. I don't really know where, but my mom, she was an athlete in college, and like her best friends, they were all on the sports teams, and like you see each other all the time. And so I've always just like, I want to have an experience like that too. So
yeah, no, that's great. You guys both have like really cool high kind of aspirations to go into college or go kind of down that professional route. That's like really cool. What are some of the things that you think that you would really like to develop so that you can get yourself to those kind of places?
I'd say working, like, I want to achieve, like, just really pushing myself, like, to develop, like, getting better at skills, making more friends, like, on the team, having fun, clearing my mind when I play, and just, like, getting better at practices and just, like, gradually getting better each time I see my team, and just focusing on the sport, but still having fun.
I think that's like the most important thing, is making sure that you still have fun, because that's the whole reason why we play, right? And why I still coach, because I absolutely love the sport. And so I think that's so important, that we have to remember that at the end of the day, we have to still love what we're doing and we have to still enjoy it. So I think that's like such a key thing to say, Taylor. It's just like keeping that love for the sport right the way through. So, quick question for you guys. Do you have like any tips for kind of people your age or your teammates, stuff that you think, can kind of help them have this kind of positive mindset that you guys have?
Have fun. Like, don't let like frustration get you down and like have a negative mindset. It's all about fun. It's a great sport. Like, you're with a great team, I'm sure. The soccer's like, it's just an amazing sport in general. You're supposed to have fun. So make sure to have fun as you still progress, like as you still grow.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I would say probably don't be afraid to make mistakes. Like, try new things, especially. In practice, like try new positions out if you want, or like try a new move that you have been practicing, because it can be hard sometimes to do those things in games because you don't want to mess up. But in practice, like no one will actually, people are watching, like your teammates are, but they're there to support you and help you grow. And if you don't make mistakes, then you don't get better. And so sometimes like it can be hard to think like that. But, you know, that's especially at this age, there's only so much, like for a lot of coaches that I've had in the past, they say that kind of when you get to like high school age and that kind of stuff, like you focus less on the creative part of the game and more on tactical and fitness and like strategy. And so I think it's just important not to forget to have fun and let loose sometimes. So
yeah, definitely. I think that like what you said kind of links perfectly to my next question. And we're kind of talking more about, you know, now looking at kind of the NEF SHE program and that kind of player and female empowerment. So for you guys, what does kind of empowerment mean to you? What are some of the things that you want to, you know, you think are really important to try and empower other people? As I know it's quite a tough question to ask. So I think like for me, I think for me, like some empowerment, when I think about it is, you know, how we can try and bring the people around us up to, you know, and support each other. And Sasha talked about it so well in her last comment about, you know, it gets tougher as you get older, and enjoyment's really important. But to make sure that we still enjoy that, we have to be supporting each other. We have to try and be positive towards our teammates, and you know, not bring each other down. You know, it gets competitive, so it's important to keep being positive towards our teammates and helping each other, you know, together to achieve good things. But I think also on a personal level, really thinking about how am I making myself feel? Am I being really hard on myself when actually I should be trying to be positive, and I should be trying to refocus myself and get myself to where I want to be, but without trying to, you know, work myself so hard that I don't end up enjoying it anymore. So we have to really think about how we can look after ourselves and believe in ourselves, believe that we can go and achieve these great things, but also looking after our bodies and our mind and making sure that we don't work too hard. But then also, how can we bring all of our teammates and all of our friends up with us as well, and have that real positive kind of energy and show them and believe in them that they can also go and achieve greatness as well.
I was thinking a lot what you thought, Chloe, like about bringing people up along with you and like being positive and just helping like yourself, but also your teammates and other players.
Yeah, I think that's so important, definitely.
yeah, same for me too, like kind of along those lines. You know, especially like female empowerment, I've always just thought of it as girls bring other girls up, because, you know, especially in like older ages, people like there can be really toxic people or toxic environments, and it's easy to bring other people down to make yourself feel better. But, you know, I think if people, like if you just empower one another, then like you can always grow and develop as a player more, like you can become closer with each other. That's like another thing, you know, get to know your teammates. It doesn't, you know, if you're shy or, you know, you're not super into opening up to new people, like that's totally fine, but get to know like what they're good at, you know, if they want like how to talk to them, if you want them to fix something about how they're playing. Yeah.
I think that's a really, really great point. And like and it was really interesting you talking, Sasha, about, you know, there can be some environments where it maybe doesn't allow for us to try and bring each other up, and we try to say negative things towards each other to make ourselves feel better. But actually, I think it's so important that we recognize that this is all about, you know, us and female athletes, and the reality is that actually we're kind of in a spot now where, if you kind of compare us to, you know, the boys side of life in general, that we might not have as many opportunities as the boys, or at least we might not think that we have as many opportunities. And so it's really important that actually we start to think of ourselves as, yes, I can go and achieve those things. Just because I'm female does not mean that I can't go and be, you know, a CEO of a company, or I can't start my own business, or I can't go and be a professional soccer player and earn, you know, a nice wage from it. So that, I think that's kind of things that for me is really important, and what I hope that this program can start to offer and show you guys is that you are all brilliant people. You can all go and achieve really, really great things. And so hopefully we can start to give you that confidence, and you have people that you can look up to and feel that you can go and achieve that. Do you guys have any like role models that you look up to?
Yes, I have. So mine are on the U.S. women's national team, but I look up to Sam Mewis and Rose Lavelle a lot. They're both like amazing players, but they still know how to have fun while developing, and they're just very positive, and they like bring up their teammates along with them, like encourage their teammates to try their hardest and do well. And it's just, they're amazing role models.
Yeah, I agree. They're good role models to have. What about you, Sasha? Do you have any role models or people that you look up to?
I don't know. Like, I haven't really ever picked like one specific person. I've always just like looked at, you know, really strong women, or, you know, like people who really like go for what they want. Like if they want something, they'll go and achieve it, working hard and that kind of stuff. Um, you know, like I know that she died recently, but Ruth Bader Ginsburg, like she really just changed like women's rights and civil rights and liberties and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad that she died, but like my mom, you know, she kind of works in that area, and so she's a role model for both of us. So yeah, like just strong women.
Yeah, I love that. Strong women, you know, there are so many now, that we can kind of start to look up to and see ourselves. And I think it's important for us to pick, you know, some of these strong females, and strong women that are out there, and start to look up to them, because actually they've achieved so much, and we can learn a lot from them. But also it helps us see ourselves, and show that we are capable of doing those things as well. So I do think that, you know, having role models is something really cool, and something that is really helpful for us in just knowing that we can kind of go out there and achieve what they've achieved. And I think for us as well, it's really good to have these strong women that we can look up to now. I mean, when I was growing up, you know, everything was referred to the men's soccer game. So it was, you know, can you play like, I don't know, Ronaldo? Can you play like Thierry Henry? Can you play like David Beckham? All of these great male soccer players. But for me, I was a bit like, well, I can't really play like that because I'm female and I play differently. And so I couldn't see myself, you know, stepping into their shoes. So I started to look at some of the top female soccer players around, and one of them, you know, is a legend in England, and her name's Rachel Yankee, and she was someone who I looked up to, or Kelly Smith, who I looked up to, because they were the players that I could actually see myself becoming, because, you know, they were like me, they were female, and I was able to see myself in them. So I think that's so important, Sasha, like you were saying, and Taylor, is these strong women that we think that we can go and be like, and we see them doing well, so why can't we? And I think we can. Do you guys have any other stuff you want to kind of talk about on women and female empowerment? Have you ever experienced times where you felt like maybe, you know, you've needed a little bit of a boost from your peers? Or
There's been times that's happened, but I've always gotten support. Like, my teammates were amazing. They'd always support me. I'd always support them no matter what. And my mom and my grandmother, they're really supportive, and they're just like, they're great role models to me as well. And they're like, they really boost my confidence, and they're like, you can do it, Taylor. Like, you can do it. Don't listen to like all the negative comments. Just focus on the positive. You can do this.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced it?
Yeah, I mean, I used to a bit, or like, sometimes I still do, but I get over it and I learn to get past it. But a lot of times when you mention to people, especially, you know, guys or just like other people, that you play a sport, and especially if it's like a co-ed sport, like soccer or, like other sports like that, like I used to get questions where it was like a random, like it would be something that would be on like a trivia. And I'm just like, why do I need to know that? Like, I can play that sport. I can play it well. Like, you don't know anything about me. Like, why are you trying to, condescend me and make me feel bad about myself? And that used to really get to me, that like it would affect how I played and how I would look at myself in practice and that kind of stuff. But I've been able to get past it and get more confidence in myself. But yeah, like I also think that comes with age and maturity. Like, it's been a couple of years since I felt like that. But I also wasn't really like that open with my teammates because I had just joined the team, and like, I talked to my mom about it, but like, I didn't have that many people to talk to. So it took some time, but that's why I think empowering, just your teammates and having check-ins and making sure everyone's okay is really important. So
Yeah, I think that's a really, really great point. And I think maybe just to kind of finish off, what are some of the things you guys want to leave, the guys watching at home, everyone watching at home, a couple of tips that you might have on how to feel better about yourself, or, help your teammates, anything that you think are really important things for empowering ourselves, to kind of finish off.
Be yourself. Like, don't be afraid. Don't let people like assume what you are. Like, just because you're a girl, you can't, like, if boys say like, or anybody says you can't play as well as like a male athlete, or prove them wrong. Like, show that you can do something different and not be male but be female, obviously, and just do what you can and don't listen to like negative comments. Focus on the positive always. It's worth it, trust me. And yeah, have fun. Be yourself.
I love that.
I don't know, for me, or from me, I guess. Just know your worth. Like, you like are the best person. You know yourself the best. And so if you are ever doubting your abilities or think that you could do something better, just ask your coach about it and they could give you some tips. Also, like Taylor said, just be yourself. If people don't like that, then that's their problem.
I love that. I think that's so, so important. Both things that you guys said, believe in yourself, and know your worth as well is huge. Yeah. And the more we believe in ourselves, the better we feel about ourselves, the more we can then look to try and support our teammates and our peers around us, and bring them up and empower them. And like I said, I firmly believe that you all can go and achieve greatness. Taylor, you can go and play in the US Women's National Team, and Sasha, you can go and play at a top college, or wherever you choose to go. And I hope that through this program, and through this kind of learning about this female empowerment, that you guys can go and send that out to your teammates and inspire them and encourage them and support them and empower them, as well as feeling empowered yourself and knowing that you can go and do greatness. Does that sound something you feel like, yeah, you can do?
Yeah. Yep.
Love that. So just going to wrap it up. So thank you so much for joining me, Sasha and Taylor. You guys have been amazing. Please, everyone that's watching, please go and check out their bios on our magazine. Go and have a little read, a little bit about Taylor, Sasha, and a couple of our other player ambassadors as well. This role is open to any of our NEF SHE players. So please get in touch with me if you'd like to be a player ambassador. But most importantly, from me and from us is go out there, go believe in yourself, go and believe in your teammates, and together we can do great things. And the best thing is we are NEF SHE.